Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Mona Lisa Rambai bringing you the news and events from Meghalaya. The headlines for today are: Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews COVID-19 situation in northeastern states, urges for strict steps at micro level to contain the spread of virus. Kasurupadba Kabri Uhinyaltrep submits memorandum to the Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma on untold suffering of people living along the Meghalaya-Assam border. Meghalaya Health Minister A.L. Heck seeks help from new Union Health Minister for strengthening of healthcare services in the state. Joint Action Committee against Umngot project demands scrapping of Umngot Hydroelectric project in East Janta Hills district. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed concern over huge crowds in hill stations and markets and urged people to strictly follow the COVID-appropriate behavior. He stressed the need to strictly implement the COVID protocols to contain the spread of the coronavirus. While interacting with Chief Ministers of Assam, Nagaland, Tripura, Sikkim, Manipur, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram, the Prime Minister said, "Coronavirus is continuously changing its form and there is need to keep an eye on its variants." Highlighting the importance of vaccination, the Prime Minister emphasized to accelerate the vaccination process to check the possible third wave of COVID-19. He also stressed on removing the vaccine hesitancy among people by taking several measures.
Chief Ministers of the Northeast with the Honorable Prime Minister, Defence Minister and Home Minister and Health Minister of Government of India was held today. In the 2-hour-long meeting, detailed presentation was given by the officials of Government of India, the Health Department, on the current status of positivity rate, as well as the vaccination and other factors and data related to COVID for the Northeast region and different states in detail. During the meeting, the different chief ministers of the state presented their status and the report of their state. Accordingly, when it came the turn for Meghalaya, I mentioned about the fact that the COVID wave is something that we have seen in the past also, hits the Northeast after the rest of the country. So therefore, this was something that was in expected lines in one way. It gave us the time to also prepare in terms of our infrastructure and oxygen supply and other factors. And we are seeing that we are at a point where things are plateauing now. We have seen a steady decline, but the decline has not been at the rate that we anticipated, and maybe because of the fact that we have a lot of scattered population. In the dense areas, we have seen the numbers come up immediately and then it went down. But then in the rural areas, we are seeing that the spread has been more and has been kind of taking more time to come down completely. So, but we are expecting that in the next few weeks that things should look much better than what they are today. The positivity rate has come down below 10% for Meghalaya state. We are seeing 2 districts as of now which are seeing 10+ percentage of positivity rates. But the big concern for our state still remains our vaccination drive, and we are still below the national average in certain cases. Therefore, we are pushing that in a mission mode. We have asked the MLAs, MDCs, we have asked the different religious leaders, headmen, civil society, and all to help and contribute towards how we could enhance the vaccination drive.
Meghalaya Health Minister A.L. Heck has sought help from the new Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya for strengthening the health services in the state. During the discussion with the Union Minister yesterday relating to the COVID-19 situation in the state, Heck sought financial for strengthening the health infrastructure and healthcare facilities in the urban as well as in rural areas. During the course of discussion, Heck requested the Union Minister to allocate more seats for the medical students of Meghalaya who intend to study at the Northeastern Indira Gandhi Regional Institute of Medical Sciences in Shillong. Heck also informed him on the need to appoint a full-fledged director for NIGRIMS and reconstitution of governing body of the Board of Director of NIGRIMS. In this connection, Heck said, that the Union Minister Mansukh Mandaviya has assured him that all possible help will be given to the state of Meghalaya.
Congratulations for your segment. Thank you. God bless you.
Meghalaya constituency MLA Shri Process Piti Saukme on Tuesday expressed his concerns on the implications of the Assam Cattle Preservation Bill if it were to be implemented by the Assam government. Speaking to media persons, he said, if the mentioned bill is implemented, the ones who will be most affected will be the cattle traders and the consumers. This bill will hinder the supply and transportation of cattle into the state and other states as well.
Di tahap badai berkini ke Assam Cattle Prevention Assam Cattle Prevention 2021. Kebak Assam ke table hapo assembly bat commission ke sen ke Shillong an kini bat dihadin pada ke Shillong an te sibun ke baro ngisutu kinmi ke jinge. Teke bangadon nak kalian juga hak badai bat kami ke bill. Kemong menen nak kalian juga kalong ba borok ki sarkar jelak betul por India ki perkhat nam tak lejong kasti ban nam tak ibriu dei ka wi ka ban nak ne ka jonga kalong ha ka don ka bentang jong ne ka bil ka bong ba kini ki masih ki bayak lengba na po Assam pangistu boro mangistu kalong ba bon kini ki cattle nanti ki masih ki wandang ne po West Bengal ki wandang tin po Telangana, kiwan po Andhra Pradesh, kiwan UP, Madhya Pradesh, bat kiwi state na po jong dari India. Nang kiwan ni state, bandang tu kalong ba, takalong kumnu hap banyak lingba na po Assam. Dekat kum ni bill, pisung tu haba kini ki brio ki baterai ini kam ban supply masih. To siapa kin suana kalian joki kalau bakin kit mata ya kini masih nak state of here di India. Sesuatu kalong ba di comments akila biang na dong siya dong di comments di on the road ngi scam kalong kan ko problem la ka de banton biang na dong siya dong de ka bi mang liang jo sokya hang ni kalong bak Assam ka ong ba kinu gitrok giba kit ya ka masih ki ba ya ling ba na po Assam ka hapan sim kalong da la banong kan ka valid permit la ne la ka jong pa ka permit ti hang ni Pistu hang ni kan don jinge. Jinge kalong ban ladop lapan biang. Ikut isla naik tu state ban ikit ya kini masih. Ondra poi Assam hable biang kalong nak kiwi bagi permit. Te habanan dan le issue dan le biang nak permit kamut kalong ba. Hang thi kin bun ha kalong ba. Ki bun ki formalities. Aban nak leng jo sarkar Assam kan bu baraka bakut. Kalong ba tu masih kin sakut hang hapo Assam. Te kin poi shu kalong lakade hapo state jongi. Lalu kita bentah jong kadot ia sekian poin syuk ini. Tega mud kan bu problem ha hadu kata-kata.
Shri Renikton Tongkar, PHE Department in charge today, the 13th July 2021, inaugurated the Upper Shillong Water Supply Scheme. This water reservoir was installed at the cost of rupees 39.95 crores. This water reservoir is expected to provide water to around 47 villages and localities in the area. Speaking to media persons, Shri Renikton informed that this project was started in the year 2010 and that it took around 9 years to complete. Further, he also added that the government has more projects to complete in the pipeline.
The scheme, yes, it is a bit old scheme for which 9 years will be completing tomorrow from the day they lay the foundation stone. Of course, it has been delayed, but we can still be happy as there is saying better late than never. So this government has managed to complete that uncompleted task to complete the scheme. Even though we have to sanction an extra amount, the original estimated amount of the scheme it's 33 crore. Whereas it needs revision and the total revised estimate comes to 39.95. So this government has sanctioned that during 2020, and with that amount, with that extra amount, it has enabled the department to complete the work. and we have inaugurated today. The village that will be benefiting from this, it is about 47 inhabitations. The location and the inhabitation that will be benefiting is 47. Of course, I don't have the detail how many households will be benefiting from this. But as you know, that the target of the government is to give water to each and every house. So either through this scheme or through another scheme. If this scheme is not sufficient to give water to all those villages, we will try to work out to augment this, or even to bring another scheme to see that each and every household will have the benefit of having a water pipe in their house. So that is the...
What is the reason for this delay?
Delay, you see, maybe the reason of, because as I said, so many villages that the scheme has covered. So the more the villages, the complex are the problems. Where you have in another village, you have another problem. Another village may be another problem. So in solving all those problems, the department, even though they have worked hard to solve, but it takes time. Obviously, it takes time to solve those problems. And by that time, the price escalation comes. While trying to solve the problem, the price escalation also comes. And again, the contractor would need extra amount to pay. So for that reason, it could not sanction in all those time, all those years. But this government, just last year, 2020, it has sanctioned the required amount, and that's why that has enabled the contractor to complete the work in all respects.
The Joint Action Committee against Umngot project today demanded that the state government should scrap the Umngot Hydroelectric project in East Khasi Hills district. The members of the Joint Action Committee said if the state government goes ahead with the project, they have to agitate because the people living along the Umngot River will be rendered homeless. Speaking to the media, members of JAC said the project is not a viable one because the damage is enormous when compared to its benefits. They said environment will be destroyed and people residing along the river will be displaced and the farmers will die of starvation. They also informed the media that the State Chief Minister Konrad K. Sangma has informed them that he will raise this issue in the cabinet before taking decision in the matter.
Against the Umngot Hydroelectric project, lawan mikmat banyak dunia Chief Minister, te nakaleng Chief Minister ngiladek banyak keren berpersengau ya ka jingek jungi ha pro arteligi district kiba na kaleng mau konrau blok bat nakaleng jungi kiba hab seni showroom jongka amrem blok kita kumga darang ilka nila sak tak jur se hatian bala dek ban senaya ni ke project tenaga liang jong Chief Minister ula ai ngi kita ka dipensai ba unsap baik sakmi bahaya kena ka project bat ngi demand baik bat ngi pensiau iba devan scrap baik kena project nomor ka tak sibuna ya ka yo ka kot ka jigim jumi beri satai kathan nasa nang ru tak hi nasa rum tak ya ka bring kendau tak ya ki tourism tak ya ki bat ka tak hi ka mariang ni berokoi te nagaleng ka GSC ni demand baik pan scrap ni project bat Chief Minister u lakular ba un pai ingmi alor kane kaji dawa jungi empat lahi ban mundur ma nomor ba kajing dai hi kata ka star cement ba kanika Umngot Hydroelectric project nomor ka Umngot kadai ka ba kerpang ani fi ka palabra 6 nomor Chief Minister kubur ba ka tourism man penduduk ya kate unam penduduk nomor kuai gini artali bakin kin kiu ben longka tourism berkerep ketika thong jong Chief Minister
Kasur Upat Ba Kabri Uhanyau Trap today submitted memorandum to the Meghalaya Chief Minister Konrad K. Sangma apprising him on the untold suffering faced by the people of Meghalaya living along the Meghalaya-Assam border. This memorandum, which was circulated to the media after meeting the Chief Minister, said that people of Meghalaya, particularly in Block 1 and Block 2, including losing large portion land to Assam. Speaking to the media, the chairman of Kasurupat Kabri Uhanyautrap, R. Thaba, said that Assam is claimed the land that belongs to Meghalaya. He cited an example that the Presbyterian Church of Mojam on the 27th of August 2012 celebrated the 75th anniversary of its existence, in which then pastor in charge Reverend B. Lakyang unveiled the memorial stone on the occasion, and now Assam is claiming that this place falls under the neighboring state.
Settlement bangin wengno ya gijing sirta sendon kanang bagi beriu kicungi ke besong hang tai kibenta kini yo ya gijing syong suk syong sai la de hono nor ko gumma kolong mental manyile ile kicungi khmat ka ilaka labang nong pelut kamadon nadu kisnam archar hai kisnam archar kadang don la jong doloi lengba kacing aisana juga Genty Hills Autonomous District Council hari susi benong ba menta kalau dono ngile keren ya kan ik mentaru baladong kabala banda kalian cung sorkar kan ya leng bakon kelenti bat reinstate yang barra yang ya kan ika hima sa sisen pat ya kan ika hima ka bala jano ka ba ngikot ketika labang nong peluk ka ba ar golong ba ya ka hima no amotumur bangi kerpat yang sukar ban walk out kat bala gloi ban reinstate yang barra yang no ya usoda alane ya usidar cung ka hima ka bahap hapo ka hima soyong morok siketa mat gibon ke benta nang the kala go bat ka balai kalong ba ban pen bai pede ke benta jong galang pi ke benta jong kiwai pede ke benta jong ka jala ka jongi bat kendiat ka don ke benta ka bahap chete ke po sepo than rita chera ngile kran ru de ba ngilalek ngilalap ka jong ka kmat ki breu jongi hang the ki myo wa de corrosion ki myo wat ye kini ka scheme NRAGA kamay ong ka scheme si spas ni kim don ya kajing sumar ki helgar ki PHC bar kum tah dadar kim don ya school ka babyang kim don ya surok babyang apa kham school si ju kolong pade hang ta kolong ba nakadang bagi snong jungi hang tu kolong rit pa ki don ke sim kabu ha ka election ka don ka political pressure nakalyang jong ki political party bat nakalyang jong ki we pade ki candidate ka bas usi su hang kolong ba ki lek ban berngem ban bersit bat ban le da kan nur ko ban penting pen smit yaki tang man pen kongu kat ke ek mam ki kiman kapa ar kolong don sak ki we pade ki kenhon ki bisim kabu don ki ba akum ki kenhon sengleno don ki ba akum kenhon sana pisa ki takat ke bangi ong mo bandawai ki ban sho bandat ki bandawai ki chingthong ni bandawai au khau ka ba bat kum ta te ye kane ngalai keren ba sarkar ka di ban work out kat ba kane ka process ban wara ya ka permanent solution bat ka Assam kadang ya ai ba kane ka hok long briu man briu kumpal pun kubor daka an daka konstitution jongri India kita ki breu jungi ke besong hang tairu kin yo no la ka jong hok ba kim dai ban sha pressure kim dai ban sha event kim dai ban sha show kim dai ban sha dat kim dai ban sha penting besmi ai ba konon ke cingkit klik nak liang ke sorkar bat bikin yo ek jing sok sok sain bat kum da keni ke jingkeren ke bangi lai keren
So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.